opinion, being a part of WWE.
Yeah, winning is fun. And Big E's on a win streak.
And Randy Orton runs into a shoulder tackle from Langston and slithers away before Langston can go into the cover.
Well, he slithers away because he's a snake.
Well, it's a reference to the fact that we call it the bite.
Everybody called him the stallion. He'd gallop away.
Well, he was galloping. He actually did slither that time. Now again, collar and elbow tie up, center of the ring. Langston to a side headlock. What is the thing that has impressed you most, John, about Langston?
That's what we talk about all the time, the explosiveness of Big E. It's a rare combination of speed and strength that people just possess because they're given it by God, and that's what Big E has. You can train it, you can refine it, but you either have it or you don't. And Big E has it in abundance.
The intimidation factor as well for Langston. One thing I've impressed me about Langston is his maturity. Langston seems very wise beyond his years here.
Big E's a national powerlifting champion. It's not this guy came here, he hadn't had success anywhere else. He's a champion in a separate field that is a very hard field that takes a lot of dedication and hard work to achieve.
You know, we've talked about the story of Big E Langston in the past. He was a football player, went to Iowa to play football, and he blew out his knee. Had a lot of problems, needed 4 surgeries, could never get back to his goal of being a football player, so he turned to powerlifting as a way to release a lot of that anger, a lot of that irritation inside. He became a big fan of it. It's led to his discipline here today.
Can you imagine Spartan over 700 pounds, Devin over 800 pounds with a knee that's had 4 surgeries?
But tonight's a different game for Langston because he's in there with one of the all-time greats.
The first ever WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Ric Flair had some very choice words, choice things to say about Orton, and Ric Flair is one of those guys who knows Randy Orton just about good as anyone. Of course, Flair and Batista and Triple H, a part of evolution with Orton. Triple H and Flair. Here's the cover by Langston and a kick out. Triple H and Flair really bringing a young Orton under their wings.
Well, Flair had reiterated and said what Triple H has said many times. They picked out Randy Orton. They saw the greatness in this young man.
Do you think Orton's massive ego, John, is eventually going to come back to haunt him?
No, I don't know how a guy can be the first ever WWE World Heavyweight Champion, winning the defeating world championships as Randy Orton has, and not have a massive ego. I would hope he does. Guys without egos don't win.
I want to go back to a quote that Randy Orton said on Monday night where he said that he is the greatest superstar of this generation or any other. He said that he has nothing left to prove.
I think this generation has to go down between Randy Orton and John Cena. And I think this matchup at Royal Rumble will help decide that debate.
I love the fact that it's a traditional, quote-unquote, championship match. You got to win via pinfall or submission. And Triple H in an interview on WWE.com, maybe a couple of weeks ago, John said, you know, when Buddy Rogers and Lou Thesz were battling over the championship 50 years ago, they weren't thinking of climbing ladders and grabbing the title. It was done in the ring, one fall to a finish, and this is how it's going to be done at the Rumble.
Exactly like Hackett Smith won it back in 1905.
Orton using every part of his body, and almost a disbelief, a look of disbelief on the face of Orton. The fact that Langston was still able to explode out of that into the backbreaker. Yeah. And Langston again, there's the powerhouse. Cover, can he put the champion away? And a kick out at 2. Again, is Orton looking ahead?
Thank God it is still.
Ready, forearm. Orton doesn't think there's a man today in WWE that can beat him. Langston wants to prove him wrong here. Oh, Big E, shoulder right to the gut, drives the champion to his knees.
You know, Randy Orton is the champion right now, the champion of champions. I think he has a right to believe that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can take everybody lightly. And Orton wants nothing to do. He just left a little bit of a breather here.
Randy's ever taken anybody lightly. That's why
why he's the champion.
It is time for Randy Orton to regroup. Big E Langston has Orton completely off his game here in this matchup. Everything Orton's throwing at Langston, he's been able to counter it. Even then, Orton tried to sneak up from behind, and Langston was ready. Big E Langston is holding off the champion. Can he keep it up as SmackDown rolls along here on Sci-Fi?